Hello and welcome to our yoga channel of Together We Heal. Today we're going to start seated on the floor in a cross-legged position. The practice that we're going to be doing today is called Wounded Warrior Balance and Strength. And then I have a couple announcements before we begin. So Craig and I are going to try to use this channel to get subscribers and likes. That way that we can turn it into a nonprofit after we get 10,000 subscribers. And then once we turn it into a nonprofit, any funding that we make from YouTube for sharing these videos, we're going to donate to other nonprofits that are working towards helping others who are struggling with PTSD. So we'll turn Together We Heal into a nonprofit if you guys help us get to 10,000 likes. So with that said, I want to begin our practice today by just a mantra. So you guys can recite with me, or you can just listen. Earth below me, hold me strong. And if you've noticed, I've aligned myself to the north, that is earth. To the west is water. To the south is fire. To the east is air, using incense as the air. And then in the center is the spirit and divine. So with that said, I'll continue. Mantra. Fire within, burn what's wrong. Water wash what clings too tight. Air bring breath and second sight. Spirit, guide this healing hour. Wounded, yes, but forged in power. So we're just gonna begin sitting cross-legged. Make sure your sit bones are flat on the ground. Your spine is straight, and the crown of your head is pointed to the ceiling, and then stretching like you have a long, long string stretching right up to the ceiling. And here, we're just gonna get into a relaxation mode where we're gonna breathe in for 5 and breathe out for 5. So start with me. Let's close our eyes so we can set some intentions for our practice and really stay focused on the breathing. So here we go. In through the nose for 5. You take, the bigger they'll get. And from here, we're going to go to a tabletop. Remember, the big part of yoga is to get into the mindset, set your intentions, and relax. So in tabletop, you should make sure that your hands are right underneath your shoulders. Your feet are down, not up. And then we're going to start simply with opposite arm and opposite leg. And each posture that we do today, we're going to hold for 5 breaths. So here's the first one, is your right and your left leg. 5 breaths here. Then we're going to switch. Same thing. Left and right leg. to hit my earth plant in the back. It's pointing north. Alright, come back down to the mat. And now we're going to go into a tiger flow. So the tiger flow is still in a tabletop. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your right knee, you're going to bring it into your nose, and then you're going to push all the way back with your head towards the back wall. We got 5 of these. Down to the mat. We're going to go into a one-handed tiger pose. So what you want to do is opposite arm, opposite leg again. You're going to come back. You're going to reach back, almost like a dancer. Just feel that hip flexor stretch. Stretch through the back of your shoulders. Breaths here. Come down. All right, we're going to switch sides now. So we're going to go back down to the mat, and then we're going to do our cat-cow series. We're going to a half monkey pose. So I want you to take your left foot out. And then we're going to rotate between half monkey pose and a lunge. So 5 breaths here. Take that left foot back, move your right foot forward. Half monkey on your right leg. 5 breaths. Into that lunge position. Open up our left hip. here. Come back out into all fours. Find your hip stance. We're going to go ahead and take our left arm up. Oh, lots of popping through my back. Bring it down. Your right hand goes up. No popping on the side. Right hand comes back down. And now we're going to transition from the floor up to standing and start our balance series. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to actually go into a yogi squat. So you can be here in the yogi squat. For those of you that might not be that flexible yet, you can always take a block. Sit on the block in the yogi squat. 5 breaths here. Straight up. Forward fold. Let your hands hang like a rag doll if you want. We got 5 breaths here. Halfway lift. 5 breaths here. Arms up to the sky, hands to heart center, and then into mountain pose. So at any time that you get tired or you feel like you're off balance, you can come back down to the mountain pose and breathe, and then try to get back into the posture. So first of all, we're going to do one more big stretch into palm tree. We're going to interlock your hands. You're going to fold them over just like so. Stretch your spine. All your chakras. Breathe into that energy. If your mind starts to wander, focus on your breathing. So your body should feel warm by now. So we're going to come back into mountain pose. And this is our first water break. So if you guys want to take a quick drink of water, please do. Because next we have our balancing series. Something that I love because it keeps me very mindful of where my body is positioned at. And then also my breath. The first one that we're going to do is the eagle pose. So, mountain pose. You can have your feet 2 fists apart, or some traditional yogis stand like this. I prefer the 2 fists apart because I have better balance. So what we're going to do is we're going to inhale, arms up to the sky. You're going to take your right arm underneath your left arm, and then you're going to squat down a little bit, take your right leg over your left leg, and then we have 5 breaths here. You can sit down if you want for the last 2 breaths. Make sure that your body stays in alignment. Your chest is back. And to come out. Put up your arms, and then we're going to go the other way. So identify your left arm. Left arm goes under your right. Squat down a little bit. Left leg comes over your right leg. And you might not be able to tuck yet. You might just be able to come over like this. You might not even be able to do that. You might just have to do your arms. is to get your foot behind your calf. So same thing, if you want to come down for the last couple breaths into a little ball. Come back up. Make sure your body's in alignment. Chest is back. Let go of your arms. Put your foot back down. Hands to heart center. And mountain pose. All right, from mountain pose, we're going to go into a tree pose. I'm sure lots of you are familiar with this. So we're going to start on our left. There's variations of tree poses, and I'm starting on my left just because it's the leg that I don't have an injury to, so I can do a little bit more with. So we're going to bring our hands to heart center. Take our left leg. You can either go to your calf, or you can put it inside your thigh. It's just hard with some of the pants you wear because it slips, or you can put it in hold it up, or you can push it against your right quad, and then you can grow your tree. Feel that energy and power grow in your tree. Alright, we're going to hands to heart center. Back, shake that leg out a little bit, and we're going to go on to the right side. Breathe in, hands to heart center. I will stay here because this is where I had an injury on the job about 10 years ago on my knee, so flexibility is limited. This is about as much as I can do on this side. This is after years of work too, massage. So I'm gonna just come down here where I'm comfortable. Because yoga practice is all about you and being comfortable, and the competition is internally within yourself to be more mindful and feel good and heal those wounds that we've had in the past. So I'm gonna grow the tree. To heart center. Okay, now we're going to work to our extended head to toe pose. So there's various levels of this one. So we're going to start on the left. The first level, just bring your leg in and tuck it into your chest. Go ahead and rotate your feet. This might be where you're at today. You stay there. And you're breathing for 5. Come to the next level, which is level 2. Stay here if you want. You can kick out to here, or you can join me for 5 breaths. Start to come back out of it, like how you came into it. Your left leg goes down. And we try that on the right side. Remember, your balance could potentially be different on every side. My right side is my dominant because of my past injury. My left side seems to do better with balance. I'll let you guys be the judge of that. Go ahead and take up your right leg into your chest. Rotate your feet. Level 2, down here. 3, level 4, 5 breaths. Woo! And sometimes that happens. So we got one more breath here. I guess I was right about my right side, huh? So go ahead and come back down. Deep breath in, arms up to the sky. Hands to heart center. moon. So if you need a block, you can grab a block here. If you don't need a block, that's great. I'm just gonna put the block on the side to show you how to use it. So you're gonna step out with your left foot. You're gonna put your left hand down. Your right leg goes up. And your right arm goes up. And hopefully one day you can stare up into the sky, looking at your right arm. We have 5 breaths here. All right, now we're going to rotate the half moon. So your right hand comes up, your right leg is still up. You might start feeling the burning in your left leg, but that's good, because that's the strength that we're working on today. And then your left hand goes up for 5 breaths. And we have one more where we're going to do a standing split. So you're going to move your hands closer to your feet. Try to lift up your right leg as high as possible. Hopefully one day it's totally vertical. Finish 3 breaths here. And go ahead and step back down into a chair pose. Breathe up. Hands to heart center. Mountain pose. Shake that left leg out. Whew. Breathe a little bit. To the second side. So you might want to move your block to position it over to your right. We're going to step with our right, half moon, our right hand goes down. So the block if you need it, left leg goes up, left arm goes up. Let's see if I can look towards the sky on this side. Okay. Breaths here. All right, then we're going to revolve the triangle. So our left hand goes down, our right hand goes up, our left leg is still up. We should be able to feel our right leg shaking towards the sky. Two more breaths. Go ahead and go into a standing split. Walk your hands back down. Put your knee to your nose. Try to get your left leg up as high as possible. And then your breaths here. You're going to come back down, step your left leg down. Engage your core into a chair. Stand up through the chair. Hands interlocked, heart center. Shake out your right leg. This is a good time for another water break. Water, make sure that you bring a water bottle every time you come to class. All right, so the next one that we have is one of my favorites. We kind of already got those external hip flexors engaged from doing the half tiger. So we're going to go into the dancer pose. We're going to start on the left. We're going to step with our right, step forward with our right foot, grab back for our left foot. And then kick, 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 until we can't kick anymore. And hopefully one day you'll be able to see your foot pop over your head. And then 5 breaths here. Sometimes it helps just to look at a point across the room, like I'm looking at the timer on the phone. All right, come out of the pose. Shake your right leg out. You're going to step with your left foot forward. You're going to grab the back your right foot. And then same thing. You're gonna kick out, kick out, kick out, kick out, looking for center point across the room. Hopefully you see your foot one day over your head. And 5 breaths. Come back out of the pose. Breathe in. Hands to heart center. Okay. Now we're going to do an intense side stretch. So you're going to step forward with your left. Hands go behind your back. And you're just going to lean over. Not all the way down. We'll end up there. 5 breaths. Remember to keep your core engaged, your chest up, shoulders back. And from here, we're just going to come all the way down. Flush out our heart. 5 breaths. Into the pose. Use our core to stand back up. Step back with our left. Step forward with our right. And remember, we're only going halfway. Keep the core engaged. 5 breaths here. Chest up. We're going to go down to the mat, shoulder heart. Come back, pull up with your core, step back down with your right. Big breath in, arms to the sky. Now what we're going to do is we're going to open up our feet to a wide stance. Wide leg forward. Bending pose is what we're going to work on. So you're going to open up and you're going to, with your hips, lean forward. Some of you might only be able to come here. Some of you might be able to come down lower. Some of you might even get looking down on your head, like this. 5 breaths here. Or in your forearms. Put our left hand down on the mat, and our right hand goes up. 5 breaths here. Left hand goes up. 5 breaths here. To our knees. We're going to do what is called the dolphin flow, which will kind of get us prepared for our inversions and our handstands after we finish doing the other balancing moves. So what this consists of is kind of how I showed you with the wide legs. You're going to put your forearms down. And then you're going to go with the flow. So it's almost like a downward dog. Flow down. Keep your glutes and your core engaged. Remember, everything's a 5 today. So you got 2 more. Alright, from here we're going to go into a child's pose. Take 5 breaths here. You to get a drink of water. Alright. Before we go into our camel, so what you're going to do is you're going to leave your feet on the ground. And you're going to reach back for your heels. Open your shoulder blades and breathe. Almost like your child pose, but you're actually on your knees. And so you're going to tuck your head in as much as possible, put your arms down by your side. Into child's pose for 5 breaths. And today, since we're not doing any flow, we're basically just going to transition to standing. So you're going to go into a downward dog. Go ahead and stretch your legs back here, your calves, hips up to the sky, fingers pointed straight forward. Put your 5 breaths here. Breath, you're going to look forward, you're going to jump, you're going to step forward in between both hands. And then you're going to rise all the way up. And hands to heart center. From here, like I said, we're not going to do any flows today. We're just still working on balance and strength. So we're going to move into what I call goddess and 5-pointed star. So if you want a little extra, I have hand weights. I do a lot of yoga skill in my class because I love a little bit of resistance, especially those of you that used to be firefighters, military, and you guys like resistance too. So I am going to use the force for this. We're going to just stand in mount pose with our weights. And then we're going to step out the edges of our mat into the 5-point. And then we're going to shoulder well for 10 forward, 10 back. We're going to bring those down. Pose, we're going to squat down, press up, squat down, press up, and we have 20 of these. rest. Everything is tucked in your core, your glutes. When you get to the top, you're squeezing in your glutes. One more. And then we're gonna come down and just hold the weights in a yoga squat. And we're gonna turn them over and we're gonna do some bicep curls. Two more. And you're just gonna stand back up. Woo! Burning the legs and stretching those legs out. All right. So that ends our standing series for today. So we're going ahead and put our weights back. Just get a little resistance on our body to build that strength. And now we're gonna go to the 4. A couple variations of both. So, you want to lift your feet off the ground. This is the first variation. Extending the legs, arms out, second, and then third. Extending your arms and your legs. And 5 breaths here. Back down. We're going to go into what's called a fish pose. So you can extend your legs, and then you're going to use your forearms to hold yourself up, and then your head is just going to rest back. You're going to sit up, and you're going to go into tabletop. Here, if you want, you can put your hands out, facing the back wall. Lower yourself down. All right, now we're going to go into a bridge pose. And so, see, we're working too well. So the bridge pose, you want to get your feet closest to your buttocks that you can. And then you want to be able to reach for your ankles. And then you want to come up to the sky and then get your shoulder blades together on the mat. Inch them in together. We got 5 breaths here. If you guys want to make it a little more difficult, bring one leg out. Just make sure everything's engaged, your core. The other one out. Then we're going to come down, knees come into chest because we're going to take a break for a minute because the next one we're going into will. And if you can't do will, you can either stick with the tabletop or the bridge pose. I'm going to try to do will. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do one leg, but depending on how I feel today, I might try it. So you guys will be able to witness the first will that I do with one leg up. Okay, so you should be here. Now we're going to come back down. We're going to put our feet as closest to our behind that we can. And then our hands are going to go back. So our fingers are pointing towards us. And our elbows are facing the sky. And what we're going to do is we're going to inhale, we're going to exhale up the sky. Let's see if I can do it. Not today, folks. Not today. But it's always good to try to challenge yourself because one day I will be able to do it and so will you. All right, so we want to come back down from the wheel, legs in the center. We're just going to start the good part about yoga class. This is the stretching, the cooling down, just being thankful for what our body's done today. So we're going to go into where you should be. Knees to chest, rocking back and forth on your back. I like to give myself a little bit of massage. Then your right leg is gonna go out. And you're gonna tuck your left leg in. As tight as possible. Go ahead and rotate your ankles again. From here, we're gonna go left. Knee to nose. 5 breaths here. If you can't do knee to nose, you can come back down here. You can come here. Hopefully one day you'll be able to knee to nose. All right, you're going to change your leg into a 45 degree angle. I'm just going to move my water element over a little bit. And then we're going to rotate across your body. And then you want your shoulders to be flat. And you want to look over to your left arm. And you're going to go back and you're going to put your left leg over your right knee. Pull through. Or you can just do this. All right, we're going to switch sides. We're going to go back. Legs tucked in. Left leg out. Right leg in, squeeze as much as possible. Rotate your ankle. Push your leg up, stretching that hamstring. Knee to nose. Left side of your body. Make sure your shoulders are flat. Right arm comes out. Look over to your right. Your right heel is going to go on your left knee, or right below it. And you're going to reach through. Stay here, or you can join me here. Five breaths. All right, now we're going to do what's called a yoga sit-up. So we're going to put our feet up, put our feet down, not up. Then our hands over our head. And then the count of 3, we're going to breathe in and push out into sit up and touch your feet. So 1, 2, 3. We're going to stay right here. I'm going to scoot back a foot so you can see my feet. Remember this if you can only be here. But you don't want to round your back here. You want your back to be straight, strong. So you might only be here. You might be able to come down here. You might be able to go all the way down to your knees. Slowly come up. Come into a butterfly stretch. Bound ankle pose. I don't know if I'll be able to do that, but for those of you that want to stay right here, you're more than welcome. Remember, straight back, and you want to come down. You can touch your head to your feet. Still don't have that flexibility in this posture, but I know I'll get there one day. All right, from here, you're going to take one leg take your right leg and you're gonna put it over your left leg. This might be it for you today. And then you're gonna rotate. If you need a little bit more advanced, you can go ahead and tuck your left leg. And ultimately, you want to look towards the back of the room. Switch sides now. So you're going to take your right over your left. Oh, excuse me, I just said that. Left over your right. And then you're going to face the opposite way. If you want to, it took me a while to do because I do have that injury to my right leg, but I got there. Just proof that if you keep working on it, you can get over injuries and heal old wounds with your mind and meditation. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to go into a downward dog. So hands and knees, tabletop. Downward dog. You might need a block for a pigeon. You're gonna bring your right leg forward. You're gonna come up to here, chest up really high first. You're gonna go ahead and bring your left leg forward. So you get more of that stretch in your hip flexors and open up your hips. Into the mat. Make sure I don't leave my hair on fire. Come back up into a downward dog and switch sides. And your left leg over into the pigeon. Chest up. Same thing on this side. If you'd like to pull your right leg forward, just breathe. And then you're going to come down for 5 more breaths. Here's where we're going to do our jump through. If we can. Really high. Whatever you can do to get that right. Alright, and now we've got a couple more things before we do go into our Shavasana. So we're going to do a shoulder stand. So come back here, give your legs momentum, hold. This is where you can do various legs so that you can get ready for your inversions. I said we were going to do today, but we actually didn't make it because I'm trying to keep everything under 45 minutes. One day I'll do a 90-minute one. For those of you that are interested, leave a message if you want a 90-minute one. I can do one. Back up to the sky, and then we're going to go overhead into plow. And then from plow, we're going to hold our hands out, grab our feet. 5 breaths here. And we're going to slowly lower back down into happy baby. Go ahead and massage your back. And then we're going to go into our Shavasana. So go ahead and put your feet on the the ground. Your hand can go over your heart. Your other hand can go over your belly. You can splay your hands out if you want. You can move your arms to your side. During this time, I just want you to breathe. Close your eyes. Focus on your breathing. Go to the place that makes you feel safe. This space I've created makes me feel safe. And I love the forest, if you can't tell. You can see all my tapestry in the back with the forest and the animals. This place makes me feel safe. I'm just gonna breathe. Let no intrusive thoughts come in. If they do come into my mind, just breathe through them. Know that you're strong and we're here with you. When you guys finish your Savasana, I'm going to come up and I'm going to do a closing ritual like I did at the beginning. So please stay in your Savasana for this if you'd like. And in closing, Earth, I thank you. You held me in stillness. Fire, I thank you. You transformed me through flame. Water, I thank you. You carried sorrow away. Air, I thank you. You helped me speak and release. Spirit, I thank you. You light the path within. I honor the warrior I'm becoming. And so I rise and continue on my healing journey. So those of you, if you want to come out of the Shavasana slowly, you're just going to come fetal position on the right or the left side. Just come slowly out. We're going to end our practice where we started. And since we're all about energy and healing, we're going to do some energetic breathing. You're going to use your diaphragm. It's going to be really fast. When you feel like you can't do it anymore, then you're going to pant. So it's going to look like this, and join me when you're ready. So that should light the fire inside each and every one of you to go forward and be strong on this healing journey. Please let us know if you have any questions. You can always email us at togetherweheal81@gmail.com. And if you like our content, please subscribe and please like it so that we can get this out to anybody that might be suffering, because it's free content and that's what we want to do. Let's get it out to people that suffer from PTSD. Namaste, friends. Have a wonderful day.